Good morning, everybody. It's Jenny Peterson, author of the Cancer Survivor's Garden Companion, and this is your wellness tip of the day. So yesterday I was in rehab for the lymphedema in this arm that was caused by my cancer surgery, and I go every other Tuesday. And yesterday, Rhonda, my rehab therapist, said, you know, your arm is a little puffy today. It's a little swollen. And so we started kind of going through what could be causing this little, swelling in my arm that is kind of tends to go like this. And she said, what's your diet been like lately? And I said, it's been kind of the same as normal. I, in general, eat a pretty healthy diet. Sometimes I'm not that balanced, like I've talked about before in my wellness videos. That tends to be my challenge, is to be more balanced and eat more regularly. But overall, my food choices are in general pretty good. Not perfect, but pretty good. So we started going down the list of things that I had eaten this past week. Pretty good, except for there was one day where I had a deli sandwich because I was running from appointment to the wholesale nursery to the job site, and I literally just didn't even have a time to stop. So I had a deli sandwich, which I rarely have. But she said, oh, I bet that was it because of the sodium in it. Now, if my doctor, which my doctor has, said, do you keep your sodium in check? Are you a salty flavor kind of person? And I have never been one to reach for the salt shaker. So I've always told my doctors, no, salt, sodium, that's not an issue for me because I don't tend to reach for all the salty foods. I just don't. I mean, I'll have them sometimes, but then what Rhonda told me was a real eye-opener, you guys. And if it's an eye-opener for me, and I like to read about this stuff, I like to be in the know, I don't know why I was not aware of this. So first of all, this is what I was aware of. High sodium in your diet can cause high blood pressure, which can cause heart disease. It can cause strokes. It can cause kidney problems. You might likely suffer with obesity if you have a high salt diet, because most of the sodium that we get from our diets, if you have a high sodium diet, is going to be from processed foods, eating out, restaurant foods. I read an article recently that said that 80% of our high sodium in our American diets is from eating out, because that takes a lot of salt to process those and preserve those foods. So she said, I was like, but I really don't eat that much salt in the course of a day. I'm not constantly adding salt on things. And she said the recommended dose of or level of sodium in your diet every day should not exceed 2,300 milligrams. Well, guess what? 1 teaspoon of salt. That is 1 teaspoon of salt right there, you guys. That is just a little over 2,300 milligrams. I'm not even kidding you. 1 teaspoon is your full allotment on a normal diet. But if you have issues like diabetes or high blood pressure or any edema issues in your arm, you should be on a low sodium diet, which is no more than 15 milligrams of sodium. So we're talking, not even a teaspoon of salt every day, you guys. I did not, when I saw this visual, that blew me away. I was like, 1 teaspoon is your allotment for the day on a regular diet. But if you need to go low sodium, you're looking at 1/2 teaspoon to 3/4 of a teaspoon a day. That blew me away. So if that blows me away, I know it's going to blow somebody else away. And then other people are going to be like, Dad, Jenny, why didn't you know that? I don't know why I didn't know that. I don't know. Because I probably was not tuned into it because my overall diet in my head, because I don't reach for this, I thought I was not ingesting a lot of sodium, and I also don't eat out a lot. So, but that was really eye-opening to me. So because I do have edema issues in this arm, I'm really going to be looking at labels. I'm going to be looking at the sodium content in recipes from now on to really adjust this. Now, something that we do use in our household is a product called New Salt. It's a salt substitute, contains 0 sodium, but it does have potassium chloride in it. So it's a good option for you unless you have kidney disease, something like that. Check out with your doctor or your nutritionist before adding a salt substitute into your diet, because it's good for many people, but not everybody. So let's be really clear on this, but this can be a good option for some people. So I just wanted to pass this on to you, because when something shocks me, Rhonda's my witness. I was shocked. When it shocks me, I know it's going to shock other people, because it's that visual that really does it for me. So anyway, I like to pass those things on to you, because I like to make the best informed choices that I can. And I think that I was making the best choice that I could, but it wasn't informed before yesterday about salt. This is just amazing to me. Anyway, hope this has been helpful. I will talk with you next time with another wellness tip of the day. Until then, be well and keep gardening.